Welcome on board an airline that offers more than just business class. Today we'll be traveling on board in one of only 4 special, extra room, prime business class seats. These extra cost, extra room seats are located at the front of the cabin. 2 middle seats, 1E and F, and 2 single seats, 2A and 2H. My seat today is 2A, a single seat on the left side of the aircraft. Come along and I will show you what the onboard service, amenities, and food is like. Will Condor exceed expectations? Will they surprise or disappoint? Is the prime seat worth the cost? Let's find out together on Flight 3 of this around-the-world trip. Cheers! Let's get this trip report started. Here's the trip. Today we'll fly Condor Airlines, the German leisure carrier, from New York's JFK Airport to Frankfurt, Germany, with an estimated flight time of 7 hours and 40 minutes, covering a distance of 3,847 miles. I will share the cost and how I booked this flight, along with the extra cost of the prime seat at the end of the video. Let's have one final look around our suite here at the Edition Times Square Hotel before we head down to catch our Uber for a ride out to JFK's Terminal 7. A question. What do you think is the best way to transfer to JFK from the city? Uber, taxi, Long Island Railroad, or Blade, the helicopter service? What do you recommend? Please let me know in the comments below. If you recently flown in or out of JFK, you've probably encountered the 4 C's: construction, chaos, crowding, and more construction. Terminal 7 is scheduled for demolition in 2026 to make room for the second phase of the Terminal 6 construction project, with the airlines that are currently in Terminal 7 scheduled to move over to the new terminal. Condor is currently using Zone E in the check-in lobby. It is well marked, so easy to find. Be aware though that Condor does weigh and enforce its carry-on baggage policy. Business class passengers are allowed 1 handbag and 1 carry-on bag not to exceed a combined weight of 16 kilograms or 35 pounds. I was traveling with a carry-on only with camera equipment, so I just made the cutoff. Condor does participate in the TSA pre-check program, but you need the check-in agent to input your known traveler number. If you're flying on Condor, there are 2 possible lounges that you can access in Terminal 7. Either the Alaska Lounge or the terminal operator's unaffiliated lounge at T7. I spent time prior to departure in both lounges. Since Condor is an Alaska Airline frequent flyer partner, Alaska Lounge access is available if you're flying Condor the same day and your Alaska frequent flyer number is linked to the Condor ticket. The entrances for both lounges are conveniently located adjacent to one another. The Alaska Lounge opened back in 2018. The first Alaska Lounge on the East Coast, and it debuted Alaska Airlines' new lounge design theme. While relatively small in space and seating at 4,900 square feet with a maximum occupancy of 110 guests, it offers all the usual amenities, including a full bar, buffet area, and of course a barista coffee station. Restrooms are located inside the lounge, but there are no shower facilities. For its business class passengers, Condor uses the lounge at T7, which is a rebrand of the old British Airways Club Lounge that was left vacant when British Airways relocated over to Terminal 8 last December. Spread across a surprisingly spacious 22,000 square feet, the business class lounge features, as described in the PR materials, a minimalist decor, but a full range of amenities, including an entertainment room, business facilities, shower suites, a generous hot buffet, and a full-service bar. The spacious seating area is outfitted with power outlets at every seat. The flight departed today from Gate A3, a short walk from the lounge. Looks like I may have stayed in the lounge too long. There was a bit of gate chaos underway when I arrived, with what felt like most of the passengers trying to squeeze themselves into the business class boarding line. Despite the gate agent's best efforts, they were unsuccessful in trying to organize the crowd, and ended up boarding zones 1 and 2 together, which meant everyone in the gate area. Oh well, this is JFK Airport after all. Let's get our boarding pass scanned and make our way down the jetway. Make our way down the jetway slowly, that is. While researching this trip report, I read several blog reviews, and it seems that boarding is not Condor's strong suit. Hello, airplane. The business class cabin in its elegant hues of dark blue, wood grain, and Condor signature stripes is a strong point for the airline, though. Let's get our things organized and our bags put away. Note, the row 1 center seats do not have overhead bins, so those passengers have to utilize bin space over row 2.
Aloha and welcome. I'm Brad with Too Bold to Go. We're on board Condor's brand new A330-900. What an aircraft. Boarding was a little, New York chaotic, but cheers, it's better now.
The flight crew came through shortly after I got settled in, passing out the dining menus for the flight. They kindly described the appetizers and entree options on offer. I will include a full copy of the menu at the end of the video if you'd like to review it. Entree selected, cheers. The snack basket, an additional amenity for the prime seat, was delivered soon thereafter. Let's see what it contains. I'm a sucker for M&Ms and Pringles. And last but not least, Gold Bears. While we're having a look at things, let's have a look at the other amenities available at the seat. This aluminum travel organizer is pretty neat. The little amenity kit is contained in this cardboard container. Its contents are listed on the back. Let's see what this blue bag contains. Let's see if I can get it open. And if you're enjoying this video, please like and subscribe. What's down here? Ah, Ritual skincare products.
It's my first time flying Condor. It's always exciting flying a new airline.
Whether you like the stripes or not, you have to give a hats off to Condor and the new brand campaign and design theme that they launched last year when the A330 started service. By the way, what do you think of the stripes? Please let me know in the comments below.
Let's have a look around the seat. We're in a special seat today, 2A, one of their extra room business class seats.
There are just 4 of these prime seats located at the front of the cabin. Condor chose not to put overhead bins above the center row seats. The prime seat offers 6.5 feet of stretch out room. The seat's recline is controlled by this touchpad along the armrest. The seat has one universal power plug, USB power ports, and there's a headphone jack as well. Just above the power plugs, there's a storage shelf. The seat is equipped with the typical swivel reading lamp. The 24-inch entertainment screen is controlled via this touchpad controller. These seats, like many of the new business class seats, have a shoulder strap to be worn during taxi, takeoff, and landing. The safety demonstration complete, let's have a look out the window as we push back and begin our taxi out to the runway. Lufthansa has reactivated all 8 of its A380s and is basing them in Munich. Glad we pushed back on time. Wow, take a look at that traffic stacked up behind us. An Air France 777 was cleared to take off in front of us. Beautiful clear day today. We were able to capture the entire takeoff roll.
Cabin crew, prepare for departure.
There she goes, liftoff, and on our way to Paris. Air France's La Première first class is on my bucket list. What's on your bucket list? Now it's our turn to get squared up on the runway for takeoff. If you want to get straight to the start of cabin service, please fast forward ahead just past the 10-minute mark. Let's bid farewell to New York, and as we climb towards cruise altitude, get ready for the start of in-flight service. In-flight service begins with the flight crew unlatching the meal tray and the placement of a white tablecloth, followed by delivery of a hot towel. A very hot towel at that. Then a ramekin of warm nuts appears. As we enjoy our Pringles and nuts, let's start a movie. The Condor branded earphones are of decent quality and reasonably well padded. The entertainment system also offers Bluetooth connectivity, so you can connect your own headphones. The entertainment system is controlled via this touchpad controller, maneuvering the on-screen cursor mouse-like. Computer mouse, that is. The 24-inch 4K screen is very bright, but somewhat reflective. The entertainment system offers over 250 movies and some 160 TV episodes for your viewing pleasure. A wireless internet connection is available for €20. Campari and soda delivered. Cheers. Yes, I'll admit it. I'm savoring the last of the Pringles. Condor, if you're listening, here's a suggestion. How about a larger can of Pringles? The in-flight service continues with the delivery of the appetizer tray. Your choice of warm rolls or bread offered next. How about a glass of Riesling? Bitte. Yes, please. Let's have a closer look at the appetizer tray. For a leisure carrier, this is an impressive presentation and sure puts a lot of the mainline carriers to shame. Okay, let's give these appetizers a quick taste. The tuna was very good. Now let's see how the dried beef is. Next, the tomato and mozzarella. Lastly, a very quick inspection of the cheese selection. Very, very tasty. Well done, Condor. Cheers. Appetizer course complete. The crew removes the dirty tray and delivers a fresh set of silverware. And yes, the stripe branding continues. Now we're all set for the main, which is delivered plated, not on a tray. The small details do count, and Condor is sure making a good impression. Here's a closer look at the veal cheeks with green asparagus, broccoli, and polenta. The entree looks good, but how does it taste? The veal cheeks are tender and well seasoned. Very, very tasty. Looks like Mr. TBG is going to clean his plate. Cheers again. Now let's see what dessert's like. 1 lemon tart, delivered. How about a cognac? Yes, please. Here's a closer look at the lemon tart. Now time for another Mr. TBG taste test. So what's the verdict? Pleasantly tart, but I may have to eat it all to be sure. The flight crews provided excellent service. I've been treated far better than I've deserved. I didn't have to wait long for my espresso. Condor uses Illy coffee, and this espresso is not bad. And it makes for a very nice ending to the dinner service. Now it's time for the loo review. The bathroom, while standard A330 in layout, has many of Condor's special design touches. There are some additional amenities: mouthwash, moisturizer. There's a changing table. And of course, Condor's now famous stripe theme. Oh, and one more feature I wish more airlines would adopt: foot-operated trash lid. And this completes the Lou review. Back at our seat, let's put it in bed mode for a few hours sleep. Condor provides a mattress pad, duvet, and pillow for each of its business class seats. However, Condor does not provide an extra pillow in the prime seat, which would be a welcome initial amenity, and pajamas are only provided to prime seat guests on their longer flights from the West Coast. The seat itself, while a little tight across the shoulder area, is comfortable in flat mode, with leg and foot room being, well, close to infinite. Shortly after crossing Ireland, the lights come up, and the flight crew passes out hot towels to begin the breakfast service. On these shorter East Coast flights, Condor serves a continental-style breakfast. Condor's menu describes the before-landing snack as fresh fruits, blueberry muffin, your choice of coffee, tea, freshly squeezed orange juice, croissant with pastrami and Swiss cheese. That turned out to be, well, just a little disappointing. And yes, in case you're wondering, the stripe theme continues with the salt and pepper. Good morning. With breakfast complete and the tray table cleared, let's sit back, relax for a minute with the last of our hot tea, and have a look out the window as the sun rises. Sometimes it is too easy to take the miracle of air travel for granted. I'm grateful to be traveling today and very glad to have you come along with me and share the experience. Okay, so what are my impressions of Condor? Well, here goes. While leisure carrier, I think they punch well above their weight. The business class cabin and product is competitive with mainline carriers, and they do offer some very good fares from time to time. The cabin crew on this flight were fantastic. Less good was the check-in and boarding experience, and breakfast catering, well, was so-so. That's where their leisure routes show. Since they're a leisure carrier, their route system is also limited, and in the case of a mechanical or other delay, a service recovery may be a bit of a challenge. That said, would I fly them again? Yes, and I look forward to it. I was able to book this seat with 55,000 Alaska miles and paid $48.40 in taxes. The prime seat upgrade cost $360. So, what do you think about Condor? Do you think the prime seat offers value? Is it worth $360? Please let me know. Drop me a line. Next stop for me is the train station here at the airport, and Hamburg next. Please stay tuned for a detailed look at Condor's menu.